Chosen ones, empaths, if you've been through a smear campaign, it is a very hard, turbulent time to go through. You turn to people that were once on your side and they don't even believe you. You turn to loved ones, your name's even been smeared to your own loved ones, your own friends. This is what the narcissist does. The narcissist starts the smear campaign behind your back. They will start the smear campaign and they will smear your name to friends and family. And if these friends and family, the ones that are like the flying monkeys, right? No, that's wrong of me to say that. They smear your name to these individuals, and these individuals have no reason not to believe the narcissist, right? The ones that reject the narcissist's notion, they'll stop speaking to them. They'll stop smearing your name to them, right? But they go for it very calculatively, right? They will go for your family circle. They will smear your name to your family circle. Probably when you're still together, they will do this behind your back. So there will be a notion that you're a bad egg, you're a bad person. They'll smear your names to your own friends that you share and to their own families as well. Now, the reason why the smear campaign takes place is it's a means of control. It's to control you. It's to corner you. It's to isolate you from being able to walk your journey in your authentic self, because no longer just you being you is enough to defeat it, But they do always escalate, especially the ones with the victim syndrome, high levels of victim syndrome, will smear your name to authorities such as police, courts, other domestic abuse lines. They will claim that they've been abused, that they've got problems, that you're harassing them, and they'll do this even if you have children in the picture. They don't care. They want to smear your name and destroy you. And the reason why they come on so strong in resulting for these police and stuff like that is actually because they want to be a victim. And on the flip side of that, they fear authority. They fear authority, they fear police, they fear that stuff. They fear anyone that can tell them what to do and put them in their place. So they project that onto you, okay? They project that onto you and will smear your name to police, and police will arrest you. You might have to go to court. And there's so many innocent people in jail now. So many innocent people. They may have done reactive abuse. You can check out the video on reactive abuse. They may have done been part of reactive abuse and why they're in jail now. But either way, and in mental hospitals as well, right? There's lots of people that have been through narcissistic abuse in there. There's also lots of other deranged people. So I'm not saying they're all innocent people in there, but I'm trying to say that a lot of people that are in these places have been through narcissistic abuse and they don't even realize it, right? You've got to, one thing that I'll tell you, right? Don't believe the smear. You cannot believe the smear, because the stronger the smear is, right? If they're getting police involved, you're being arrested. You start to look at it from the narcissist view. You start to see it from the narcissist view like, oh, perhaps I am those things. Perhaps I did do wrong. That's what I done in my situation. I started to feel like in one part of me, I started to feel that maybe I did do something wrong. But then when I looked beneath the veil, I realized that the narcissist is doing this because they struggle to control you, right? That's the reason why they go for such extreme smear campaigns, because they struggle to control you. So they need external influences to counteract your resilience And this is why they will get the police involved, etc. Narcissists want to take your children away from you. If you've had a child with a narcissist, it doesn't mean anything. It means you've had a child with them. And I don't mean it doesn't mean anything. What I mean by it doesn't mean anything is they're quite happy of having you in the picture for a set number of years and smearing your name, getting you thrown in jail and having you be out of your children's life. They do not face the repercussions. They do not think of the repercussions of the child being devoid of their parent in their lives. They do not care. They do not care one bit. So don't try and rationalize this from a human perspective. All I can say to you is, right, is the main thing to defeat this is you have to expose them. You have to expose the narcissist for being a manipulator, a narcissist. If you're faced with court, you need to expose them. It's what they fear as well. And when they're under pressure, they look like an idiot. I remember being in court with my narcissist, and there was so much evidence stacked up against me. Not evidence, but smears against me. So many things against me that it made me look like I was the bad one, right? So, but at the same time, they were sending me naked pictures on fake dating apps with our engagement ring. I had naked photos of them where they sent me during the time I'd been arrested. Okay? During the time I'd been arrested. So I wasn't speaking to them, but they were speaking to me through these fake profile accounts. So I held record of that. And, you know, it made the situation lighter on myself because I exposed them. To some degree, I exposed them to what they are, okay? They also kept my belongings, so I exposed that. If there's anything that they're doing against you, like this in your favor, you need to go full force and expose them. From this point onwards, this person is trying to put you in jail, yeah? They're trying to put you in jail. They're trying to get you in serious trouble. No longer are they your parent, the mother or father of your child. No longer are they your significant other. No longer are they even your ex. They are your sworn enemy. And you need to expose them however way possible it is. They leave slip-ups in their story. They make mistakes. Build up your case. Look, the problem with the lawyers is, you know, they're both on each other's side anyway. The defense lawyer and the defense and the other side, I can't think of the word. The prosecution. The defense and the prosecution are like friends anyway. So it's like this whole song and dance in the court. So you need to make sure that you have what you have to expose them. The main thing that you need to focus on now is escaping jail. Is not going to jail. So even if you do get found guilty, right, you might be able to expose them enough to make it weaker on your side of the story, to make it look weak on their side of the story, not as strong, right? That's what I'm trying to say to you. You might be able to expose them to such a high degree, but you may have actually made a mistake through reactive abuse. So you want to check the video out about reactive abuse. Like I said before, you may have actually done something as a reaction. That's what reactive abuse is. You do something as a reaction, and your reaction is poisoned and put like toxic behavior, when really it was them that initiated it off you. So please check out that video because it may be some help. But the narcissist smears your name because they struggle to control you. They struggle to control you. They are scared of authority, like I said before, so they project it onto us. So this is why you need to make them scared. They want to be the victim. They want to be the one who's, I'm a victim. I'm a victim. They're not thinking of their child if you've got children with them. They're not thinking of the child. They're not thinking of anything like that. So this is what you've got to do. You need to clear your name. Don't worry about your children. If your children are in their care at the moment, just look, just don't worry. Focus on your case. Focus on your case seriously. Try to get advice. Try to find, if you have the means, try to get a good defense lawyer. Try to get at least a decent defense lawyer. Yeah, try to get one. I don't know. I'm not saying put all of your faith into the lawyer. I'm trying to say you need to give them the tools that they can build a defense for you, right? Because these don't know the legal system and that like that. If we stand up there alone, it doesn't look professional. So, and I know it's very expensive, right? But also, if you can't afford a lawyer, then you're going to have to do it on your own, and you're going to have to expose them. But keep emotions separate. Keep emotions separate. Dress smartly. Look just as best as you can, right? To go to attend court. Basically, you have to, basically the main thing that you have to do is, this is a time that you need to expose them for whatever they've done. You have to expose them. Just, you know your own situation. That is the answer. There's no more wondering if they love you. There's no more wondering if they want you back. If, you know, there's none of that. It's gone way beyond that now. It's way beyond that. They're putting police in front of you. You need to expose these people, these narcissists, for what they are, right? And I'm not telling you to try and explain that they're a narcissist, but possibly even saying in the court that they're a narcissist, they're a manipulator, they've done this, it's reactive abuse. If you say these things, it might sway the jury, or it might sway the judge, or it might, you know, so just try your best to expose them. And I'm not saying it might give you a lenient sentence. It might help you escape, go into prison at all, right? Don't contact them. If you've been arrested, do not go and contact them, because that's another thing. I hope you're still hearing this video, because they want you to reach out to them. Do not reach out to them. They're doing this to you. If they've got implications that have been put in place from the police, so you're no longer allowed to contact, get rid of the trauma bond. Get rid of all of that pain that you feel from not being able to talk to them or not see your children. You need to focus on yourself now. You have to focus on this defense. You have to focus on exposing them. I cannot repeat enough. Expose, expose, expose. It's the main thing you can do. It's the only thing you can do in this situation. It's the only thing. If you just go down to the court willy-nilly and you go through the court process and you let them put everything on your name, you need to at least, because this is when I told my defense lawyer that it's traits of a manipulator. I didn't do it well enough. This is why I don't wish, because I can't go back now. But listen, if I was in my mindset that I'm in now, I'd have handled it a lot better. I was too trauma bonded. I was too in love. I was too lost at the time. So that's what I'm trying to say. Separate all of that. But what I did tell my lawyer is he did make my ex-narcissist look like an idiot in court. He made them look like an idiot in court, even though I'd done something which was only through a letter. And it wasn't any violent allegations or anything, but I'd put something in a letter, so the evidence was stacked up against me, right? But I managed to sway it, because they were saying this is a prisonable offense. They were coming down hard on me because of all of the smear that they'd done against me, right? And I had to, you know, people didn't believe me. No one believed me what was happening. It was horrible. It's a horrible time to go through. You know, my family believed me. My dad and my sister believed me. But other than that, like, she even smeared my name to my friends. It's awful, man. Trust me. But just, you have to, the only thing I can say, the best help, you have to expose them. And I don't know your situation well enough to help you. Obviously, unless we do sessions, I don't know the ins and outs of your particular case. So, but all I can say is if you know what they've done wrong, you don't even need a session, and you just need to expose them. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no time to waste now. So just use what tools you have to expose them. You have to cut away from the trauma bond. You have to cut away from the codependency issue. You have to cut away from the bond with your children. There's no time for that. You need to, like, you can't be saying in court, oh, they're taking a father or a mother away from a child. It's not going to work, because you're meant to be the toxic one. You're meant to be the dangerous one. You're meant to be the one that's not even meant, shouldn't even be in your children's life. So just remember, they've got no problems in taking you out of your child's life permanently. So you're not going to defeat the situation by talking about, oh, they need their parent in their lives. It's not going to defeat it. Yes, it's going to be miserable for your children, but separate from that. The main thing that you can do now is focus on exposing them. Spend the next 2 weeks or however long it is to your core. Spend the next period of time focusing on you're exposing them. You know, if you've only just been arrested and you haven't been told you have to go to court yet, and it's only you've been released on bail or something like that, then anticipate that you are going to court over this problem, right? Do not go around there. Do not contact them. If you do not have a restraining order or anything like that put in place, then just do not contact them. Stay away. Let them stew. Yeah? If you do have a restraining order or some kind of thing that's put over you that keeps you separated, abide by it. Don't let the emotion get the better of you. They want you to do an emotional reactive situation that they can get you on reactive abuse, because that's what they can get you on. That's what they'll get you on, you know, from your reaction, you know, and then they'll abuse you through that. So just remember, the main thing is expose them. If you know your situation well enough, you know the ins and outs, you need to expose them for this setup, because there's a setup. And I've been through it, and it's one of the worst things I've gone through. Don't worry about trying to clear your name with people. The main person you want to clear your name with is the police, the courts. That's it. Forget them. Forget trying to appease them or clear your name with them or people please them. No more time for that. No more time for that. Yeah, and if there's children involved, look, if they're getting you arrested and stuff like that, sometimes going separate can put you on better terms. So just separate, have some distance, utilize no contact, utilize the grey rock method, stay separate until you can deal with this police situation or the court situation. So I hope this video helps. Yeah, I'll leave the video there. Please press the like and the subscribe button. And if you want a one-to-one session, you can find the details in the description box. Anyway, but just remember, the main thing that I'm trying to say to you is expose them. And the reason they smeared your name is because they struggled to control you. So they needed external influences to control you. All right? They are scared of authority, so they're projecting that onto us. You need to make them scared of authority properly in there by exposing them. They want to be the victim. They love being the victim. Keep your child separate at this point in time. You need to repair your journey. You need to expose them, you know, and then you can be back in the well-being of your child's life. But until that point, you know, you need to expose them. Just expose them, expose them, expose them. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back with another video later. Peace.